Hi everyone. I don't know if I am live or I don't know. yes I know that I'm live. I don't know. Uh-huh. Okay, people, I discovered I'm streaming because I don't see any kind of time or something like that. But who cares? I'm online. I can start the AI tracking system and it works perfectly. And now it works. Now I can see I've been streaming for 45 seconds, and it's last time to start. Okay. Oh, eye tracking of my quadpod. Where are you going? No. Stay, and we can start. And but I'm too high. Wait a minute. Everything is okay. Yes, everything is okay. And we can start. Go to me. Yes, okay. Uh, okay, people. This is my new jingle. Not totally new, but it's the jingle that I created for my Peter's English podcast. And here is. I'm going to read with the paper because I want to read my jingle from the paper because it's more funny. Learn English, be successful, change your life, open a lot of doors, create your own podcast, write your own novel. You don't need to be talented because learning English is for everyone. Okay, people, uh, we can start this Peter's Ramble talk show, and I decided to add to my podcast this kind of mobile Peter's Ramble talk show where I use my AI tracking Quadpod connected to the phone to my phone, and I want to add this kind of podcast because I want to do my podcast more impressive, more interesting, and I want to practice my speaking skills in English. As you can see, I'm staying right now, and okay, let's discover how it works. I mean, my AI tracking quadpod. Come to me, come, my friend, come. Perfect. It's like my personal AI tracking cameraman is in Slovak, cameraman. And yes, I can introduce myself because no one knows me. I'm Peter. I'm 34 years old. I live in East Slovakia, in my house with my parents, and I like learning English. I've been learning English since August 2022 until now. It's my hobby. I like to watch movies and series in English. I like listening to my favorite English podcasts and audiobooks in English. I like to do my Peter's English podcast. That's my hobby. And I like to write, stream, and record my own English novel, Vera the Vampire Girl Diary. Okay, that's me. This is my presentation. I feel like it's that I'm doing a presentation or something like that, but it's not. It's practicing my speaking skills in English because my favorite English podcaster, Luke Thompson from not Peter, from Luke's English podcast, always told that people, if you want to speak English fluently, you need to practice practice 5p, and yes, it's true, and I'm doing it right now. It's Sunday, and this is and I call this kind of mobile ramble episodes Peter's talk show, and because this kind of talk show can be very funny, and I can move myself. I don't need to sit, and my camera can follow me when. Yes, now you can see me far away, and I don't want to show you my room. This is my living room of the ground floor of my house, and I can show you the I can show you the Christmas tree. We have two Christmas trees. Here is the one. It's my auntie's Christmas tree, and the second one is on the first floor of my house. It's on the living room, and it's in my living room. No, rook, rook, and my living room. It's about this room. Yes, on the first floor, and I'm going to turn off it. I mean not this live stream. Don't worry, don't go away. But I mean the AI tracking, because I want to show you. I want to now I can show you. This is Christmas tree. We can continue, and I'm going to turn eye tracking on. Oh no, not this. I touched this bad bad button on the control panel. I'm so good here. This is the right button. Yes, yes. Now we can continue, and I can stream for 45 minutes. Or yes, no. I thanks to my AI tracking Quadpod, I can stream in this kind of way for 75 minutes, but it's too much. No, thank you. I bought it for upgrading my my podcast. I mean my new AI tracking Quadpod that has the eye. Thanks to it, this eye can look at me and can move in 360 degrees, and it's great. As you can see, it's great, and I can do every kind of episodes now and everywhere. We found problem like an reporter. Yes, from the TV news. Perfect. It is perfect to do every kind of episodes. But what I can teach you? I'm not an English teacher. I'm just learner of English like you. But as you can see, it's very good idea to do this kind of episodes, because I can move. I can go everywhere. But I don't want to chat with you right now, because I want because my phone is connected on with the Quadpod, and I don't want to do two things in one moment. It's not a good idea to do, but I hope you can that you can listen to me, that everything works. But I think everything works. And okay, you can see my room, and yes, I can tell you that the Christmas in my family were great. I bought for myself my AI tracking Quadpod that can move in 360 degrees, and I bought for myself my professional studio headphone for monitoring my podcast. And I have to repeat myself, but it's a very funny situation. I created more than 300 episodes with my earphones that had very low volume, and I didn't know, and I couldn't hear that the gain of my microphone was too high, and I'm always shout in my older episodes. Yes, everyone makes mistakes. I didn't have any friend that could help me, but yes, I could use the help of AI chatbots, and I made a big mistake. But thanks to AI chatbots, I yesterday learned how to set up filters in the OBS Studio for my microphone, and I did it, and I set up the volume of my microphone in the OBS Studio of my microphone, and now the sound is great. Everything sounds great, and it is much better. And I learned that my microphone cannot be in the front of directly near in the front of me. It has to be on the right side or on the left side in the from 10 to 15 centimeters, and I cannot speak directly into it, and it's great, and you don't believe me, but yesterday I created my storytelling I mean picture in picture episode about my last chapter 17 of my novel of season 2, my novel Vera the Vampire Girl Diary, and I can tell you about this a little because I want to tell you about it, and you can read it or watch it because it's my story because novel Vera the Vampire Girl Diary, it's my story. I mean, it's my story and it's my novel. And the last chapter 17 of season 2 of my novel Vera the Vampire Girl Diary is about New Year's Eve in Vera's castle. The vampire Vera, the most strongest vampire, and the queen and the goddess of the dark realm decided to make not to make, but yes, I can tell that she decided to Peter simply talk with one shying. Don't be shy, but I think I'm okay. If I'm not okay, you can call someone, but I'm okay. But I can continue with this telling the content of the last chapter, and she decided to create New Year's Eve party because she wanted to create the biggest New Year's Eve party in her castle, and she did it. There was a there were her family, her boyfriend's Peter family, his brother Pavel. Yes, people I created for Vera's girlfriend, for Vera, for Vera's boyfriend Peter. I added to Peter his new sibling. It's called Pavel. You can read about it if you don't know. And there were Vera's family, Peter's family, the whole Vera's army, and Vera's tribe of forest wild beautiful female hunters, and there were live cymbal music, but Vera got drunk. She drank a lot of alcohol, and she was so drunk that she danced on the table. She kissed every vampire girl of her tribe of female vampires, and she wanted to bite her boyfriend Peter because she was drunk and she couldn't control her instinct, but everything ended well, and she decided to quit with drinking alcohol, and she decided to be the abstinent. Yes, because no drinker is in English. No drinker or abstinent, and everything ended well, because my story had to end well, and because I think there are a lot of stories that they don't end well, and I don't know why. Yes, I know why, because it's a good idea to continue and make a lot of money from it. But okay, this I don't want to criticize, but yes, I don't like these movies. I have free stream services, and there is not there is not any kind of movie for me, because because I watched a lot of movies there, and I don't want to watch these action movies that are not about story, or I don't want to watch stories that have simple content, or that are about a lot of violence. No, thank you. This is not something from me. but I discovered Vampire Diaries on HBO Max, and I tried to watch it, but these Vampire Diaries are not. It's not. You know this series. This is the series of on HBO Max, but it's not so good because it's too serious for me. Yes, there is a lot of love, but between characters, but this violence, I had this violence there, and it is not for me. Oh, I have one. Yes, I have 4 followers and 1 viewer. Thank you for watch that you are watching me. My new followers and viewers. Thank you, and I can continue. And yes, I was talking about the Vampire Diaries. Yes, this story is too. I don't know. Is a little weird because the main characters. I mean the male the male vampires uh, didn't want to tell truth about their skills, about them in general, and this is and I had this violence there when where vampires biting people and drink uh, their blood. This is not something for me. Yes, I have my own novel is about vampire, but my novel is a comedy sitcom series on Wattpod and on my uh, website. But my novel has a lot of uh, fun, comedy, crazy wild stories and dialogues and and uh, and has mm, yes, it has romance between characters, but everything always ends well, like in a good fairy tale. You can read or watch or listen to my novel on my podcast, on my Peter's English podcast, like a good bedtime story. Yes, it's a good idea to do. And okay, what else? Yes, I can tell you about AI chatbots now. Yes, you know what is an AI chatbot? It's the AI chatbot. It's an AI chatbot created by big companies like Google, XI, or Microsoft. It was created thanks to a lot of data, and you can chat with it like with an real human, but it can be a really good helper because you can chat with it in English. You can learn English thanks to it. It can give you a lot of good feedback. It can find a lot of information about uh, about everything. it it can help you with everything from the that you don't know, if it can help you, of course. And I did it, and I always chat in English with my and with AI chatbots, and I like to practice my English thanks to chatting with AI chatbots, because I can chat with them whenever I want, and I don't need to find someone for practicing my English, because I like practicing my English thanks to my Peter's English podcast. And this was the main reason why I created my Peter's English podcast. And Peter simply continue about, yes, I can speak about my own Peter's English podcast. My favorite podcast is my favorite podcast for learning English is Luke's English podcast. You know Luke Thompson from Luke's English podcast. His podcast is about British English, and it's a very good English podcast if you want to learn real British English with humor and fun. And Luke told me, not only me but everyone, in his episodes, people create their own English podcast and learn English, and this is the main goal of this podcast. Yes, people, now I'm feeling like this guy from the Czech comedy movie. I don't know if you know this Czech movie, but I don't know if I can tell you the name. Like this guy who had to walk if he want because he couldn't remember without walking, and I'm trying to doing the same. But no, I simply like to move, and I want to try the AI tracking on my Quadpod, and this is the main reason why I'm moving. But I can move but in the better way, like this, and I can walk in this way. Yes, and I can show you the AI generated image of my main female character, Vera the vampire girl, and she holds the my motto. No, you can see it. Yes. What do you think about her? Is she beautiful? Yes, it is. In these times, AI chatbots can create very good images of your characters of your novel. And I have to tell you, people, that if you want to practice your speaking, your English, if you want to learn English, you have to practice your speaking skill like I'm doing it right now, because this is the main goal of this podcast. I want to practice my speaking skills. If you want to now you have and the best idea how to practice your writing skills in English is creating your own English novel. Create your own English novel. Create your own main character that you like, because I like my main character, Vera the Vampire Girl Diary. Yes, I like her because she is my favorite imagined character. Thanks to it, thanks to her, I can show you my podcast. She's a very good symbol of my podcast. Yes, she's the main symbol. She's the main symbol of my podcast, because thanks to her stories, I can practice my speaking skills in English. I can practice my writing skills in English, and I can learn a lot of new vocabulary, and I can learn how the real English sentences are, and in the reality. And I think it's a good idea to do. And yes, I was speaking about about practicing speaking skills, about writing, create your own novel, and yes, I really recommend you create your own full HD video podcast where you can practice your speaking skills. You don't need to practice for ages. You can speak for few minutes. And yes, how to start learn English? Simply start to listen to a lot. You have to listen a lot of English podcasts. This is the best thing. Why? Because English podcasts are about real English conversation between native speakers, and you can learn a lot. And the best thing is that you can listen to while are you doing something at home. You can cook, or you can clean, or you can simply do everything what you want at home while are you listening your favorite English podcast. And that's great, because I discovered that when I'm doing something at home while I'm listening my favorite English podcast, I like to do my chores that we found listening my favorite English podcast I don't want to do, and it's great. And I did a lot of work thanks to listening my favorite English podcast. It's a very good idea, and it really works. And the very good thing is, if you want to learn English, that there are a lot of English content. You can watch a lot of movies and series in English. You can listen to a lot of English podcasts. And okay, go with me. I don't know if it works. Yes, it works. You can watch a lot of movies or series in English. You can listen to a lot of English podcasts or audiobooks. You can create your own English podcast like myself, and you can have fun with it. And you can create something real. You can connect with everyone in the world. And you can create your own novel and practice your writing skills, because thanks to writing your own stories, it's like creating your own movie that is interesting for you, because this kind of novel can have your universe, your stories, your characters, your endings, and that's great, I think. Okay, I'm streaming for 26 minutes. That's great, but I don't know if I want to do it for 1 hour. I don't know, but I'm moving, and I can be here, I can be here, and it's great. What else? I was talking about learning English and why to learn English in general. English is an international language. Thanks to it, you can have good job. You can travel around the world without language barriers. You can meet a lot of new people. You can find new friends, new love. Everything is possible, and you can enjoy a big world of English content, and that's great. And yes, you can change your life forever, and you don't need to be poor and be in your country if you don't have options to live in the normal way, and that's great. What else? Yes, I can tell you that I created my Peter's English podcast on 24th June 2024. I've been streaming since June 24th until now, and yes, I can repeat myself, but it was very funny. The starts were always hard, because my first episodes were but then I decided that my Peter's English podcast has to be about my own stories in English, and I created my new yes, it was my new, but now it's my first ebook full of my fairy tales. It's called Peter's Fairy Tales, and it has, I think, 30 chapters about everything. And then I created my novel Vera the Vampire Girl Diary, and I decided to create Vera the Vampire Girl Diary because I have fears from girls, because I have bad experiences with dating with girls, and I always think that girls are very beautiful creatures, that they like to use their beauty for hunting men, and they like to only use men for their enjoyment. And I was inspired by the novel by Bram Stoker, Dracula, and I like this Dracula's female vampire lovers, that is great. And I decided that that the main character of my novel Vera the Vampire Girl Diary has to be Vera the Vampire Girl. And yes, at first she was dangerous, beautiful vampire girl who could bite everyone, and she enjoyed to use her beauty for having men or girls. And then I was thinking, oh, she has to be more super supportive, and I added myself to the story because I like to make fun of myself, and I'm her boyfriend. And now in the last chapters you can discover that I am the king of the dark realm. Yes, I like to create funny chaos and wild stories in English, and you can do the same, because learning English has to be funny, and thanks to it I can learn a lot. And yes, as you can see, I've been speaking and practicing my English for 30 minutes, and you can see that you can do it without talent, because learning English is for everyone. You don't to be talented, simply have to do it. You have to practice your speaking skills. You have to practice your listening skills for every day. And because with on practicing your listening skills, writing skills, uh, uh, speaking skills, you cannot speak English. You have to start to do it, and you have to do it regularly, and you have to have motivation, like me. And because at first it was a dream, then it was motivation, and then it was my hobby. And it can be your hobby too. And thanks to this hobby, you can connect with the whole world. Because now you can be alone and you can feel sad, but thanks to learning English, you can change your life. Imagine that you can be with everyone. You can have friends. You can have good job. You can enjoy a big world of English content. You can do a lot of things. You can open a lot of doors. And thanks to your own podcast, thanks to your own novel, you can have a lot of fun. Okay, I think that I don't need to speak, or I can do it for 45 minutes, because I want to practice and practice and practice and practice after I after I fell down on the ground. But okay. And what else? I don't know what to say now. Yes, I can tell you that I always learn something new how to do this podcast, because my first episodes were recorded thanks to my phone. Uh, but but then I decided to buy my new gear. I bought for creating my Peter's English podcast my professional microphone, 4K webcam, my gaming notebook. Thanks to it, I can do my podcast without any problems. And I bought my headphones and my eye tracking Quadpod that I can use for doing mobile uh, episodes of my podcast, and that's great. I don't need to sit like goose or something like that, like an animal. Uh, and I can do my podcast. And now I discovered how to do this podcast thanks to OBS Studio, and it was so funny because at least because I recorded in MP4, but AI chatbots explained me, Microsoft Copilot, my favorite AI chatbot that I like, explained me that, Peter, you have to record your podcast in MKV, and then you can and then you can change MKV automatically to MP4, MP4, yes, because thanks to it you can save your record if your notebook, if your laptop or computer crash, because it can crash, and it's a good idea. Then during this Christmas I discovered how to set up my microphone in OBS Studio, what are filters in my microphone in the software of OBS Studio, and I learned a lot of new of things, and I learned a lesson how to do this podcast, and I discovered that when I'm monitoring that when I'm monitoring the sound of my podcast thanks to my new professional headphones, I know how to play my storytelling episodes, how to do it, and it's great. Okay, I don't know the time, but okay, I'll be streaming for 34 minutes, and I want to continue because I like to ramble and ramble and ramble. Oh, Peter, don't hurt your Christmas tree of your auntie, because she can be angry of you. And okay, this is a very good idea how to do this ramble episodes regularly. It's great. I can do it until the end of my life now. Yes, it's a very good idea. But I only have one viewer. Okay, I cannot have one more than 1,000 viewers. But okay, it's not about having numbers. It's about doing your podcast for fun, and because for me doing my podcast is my hobby, as you know. uh, and I'm very and it's very interesting that this one viewer is always here because I'm talking about every kind of nonsense, but I'm trying to practice my speaking skills. This is the main goal of this podcast. If someone doesn't like my practicing it, you can watch someone else, but thank you for your watching. And what else, I'm trying to describe every nonsense, and it is very funny that I'm doing it in this way, but this was a very good idea because you don't because my new AI tracking Quadpod was a very big stand-up routine because I didn't know how it works. It was like an buying a tank from the army. Yes, it was so bad. I didn't know how to use it, but then I discovered it, and the biggest fun was when my screw fall down on the ground from my AI tracking Quadpod, and I discovered that I have to install my one I mean this one four screw in the opposite way. Thanks to it, I could install my webcam in the same position where is the eye of the track of my Quadpod, and it's great. Thanks to it, I can use eye tracking with my phone or with my webcam. It was very good idea. To buy it, my Quadpod costs only 50 euros. You can buy it in everywhere for your podcast. I think it's a good idea because I always put my webcam on the books, and it was a little strange, but okay, who cares? Oh, I'll be streaming for 37 minutes. Peter, can you do it for 45 minutes? Yes, I can. Yes, I can, of course. I'm a podcaster. I'm a real podcaster now. And okay, what to do now? Peter, look at yourself. Yes, the best idea is, and the best thing is that I can look into myself, and I'm not shy because because I like to watch myself while I'm practicing my speaking skills. It's like practicing my speaking skills in the at the mirror and or in the front of the mirror. No, at the mirror, I think, and it's a good idea. But the next level is doing my podcast with the webcam, because I have to always look into my webcam if I want to talk with you. I want to talk face to face with you, because I think this is the main secret of the biggest podcasters in the world, how to do podcasts. You have to simply look into your mirror. Don't listen to me in the past when I was talking that you don't need to look into your webcam. Yes, you have to look into your webcam if you want to do a good podcast. Yes, I think so, because you want to talk with your audience, because your podcast it's talking with your audience, and it's very important to do it. Oh, okay, I've been streaming for 38 minutes now. Okay, I can continue. Can I? Can I? Yes, of course. It's a big challenge now. It's a big tournament. Peter, do it. And we can. And what can I do? I cannot sing, but I want to practice in my English, and I've been doing for 40 minutes. And what can I do now? I don't. Yes, I remember that I used the mobile internet in this room, because in the past we didn't have a good internet connection if in every room of my house, because our house is too big, and I used mobile internet. But after buying optical internet via electric poles, I bought mesh system. Thanks to it, I could connect my house, the whole house, to the internet, and that's great. I use uh, I can explain you that in the kitchen of my house is my router. I mean the first main router that is connected to my optical internet, and I bought four mesh units. Thanks to it, I connected four rooms to my to the internet, and that's great. And I can do this. And now uh, and now every room of my house is my podcast studio. I can do my podcast whenever I want, and that's great. And thanks to my Quadpod, I can do it whenever I want, and I can move. I don't need to always sit. But can you wait a minute? Yes, it can move. It still works, this system. And yes, I can end this episode in 4 minutes. And as you can see, you can. Yes, it was my Christmas tree. It's still here. I didn't destroy it. Peter, don't destroy this Christmas tree. Don't destroy it. It's very important. Don't destroy. Don't destroying your. Don't destroying your Christmas tree of your auntie. Yes, it's very important. Don't do it. It has to be here until the end of Christmas. And how was your Christmas? Do you have a good Christmas? Yes, I have. I'm home. I have a vacation. I have Christmas vacation, and then that's great. I Peter, what do you do during your Christmas vacation? And now I can answer myself. I'm relaxing at home. I'm learning English. I'm doing. That means I'm listening my favorite English podcasts. I'm doing my podcast, and I writing, streaming, and recording my novel Virat Vampire Diary. And I have a lot of fun because I don't want to watch the same Slovak or Czech fairy tale in TV that are during every Christmas, and because it's the same, and I don't want to watch the same in Slovak. And I think that the best idea is watch something in English, because this is a very good idea. You have to watch something in English again and again, or listen to it again and again, because thanks to it you can practice your English, and this is a very good idea. Do it, yes. Learn English. You, hey, you have to learn English too. And 43 minutes. I think that it's because I'm staying, as you can see, and I'm staying for 3 minutes in the van, and I can go here. Wait, go with me, my Quadpod. Can you? Yes, you can. Perfect. And I can stay here, or I can be here, or I can be here. I think that's it. With the 45 minutes, I want to end this live stream. And what else? Yes, I can end it, and I want to end it. You can follow me everywhere. Follow me on my YouTube channel. Follow me on Twitch. Follow me on my Wattpad, where you can read my novel, and you can have a lot of fun with it. Watch me, or please support me with following me on YouTube and on Instagram, and on Spotify, and on Facebook, because I have my own Facebook page, Peter's English Podcast. And you can simplify everything in my link tree that is in the bio of my Twitch, and is the bio in every social media. But I don't have any listeners. That can be the start of the every podcast on the internet, because there are a lot of podcasts. And Peter, don't be sad that you don't have a lot of followers or listeners or audience, because you are doing it for yourself, or because it's your hobby. And it's true, I'm doing it because I like to do it. You can follow me everywhere, you can comment me, but please be polite. I'm practicing my speaking skills, and I like to do it. And you cannot judge me and be mean to me, because because you are on anonymous on the internet. No, please don't do it. Go away if you want to be mean. And I want to end this episode in after 45 minutes. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I'm going to turn off the AI tracking, and here is my tree, the Christmas tree of my parents. And I want to end this episode. I want to tell you bye bye.